foot. Do you mean as harm? 2 for yes, 1 for no.
What was that?
I don't...
That was something
yes,
at the other end.
2 taps as well.
That was...
Okay, let's go. Get you, Kath, going first.
I don't know who poked me in the freaking eye.
Well, are you sure you didn't go into the back of my coat?
No, it went a finger went in the eye.
What's the matter?
Did you not hear that?
That was
yes.
one of us. That was one of us,
No,
wasn't
that
it?
was
No, I heard it. Are you here? Can you please make that noise? Can you hear that? Did you hear that big bang?
If you're here, copy this.
Oh my God.
That, come on.
It's a bit strange.
If you're here, can you do it again?
I can hear tapping, I can hear it.
And it's repeating.
That tapping came from right here.
I did hear it. Should we walk back?
Yeah.
Can't see a damn thing. Where did it come from?
I don't know.
Made me scream like a but I'm pleased it happened. That's something that hit the beer barrels.
There's no stones, there's no...
Well, we've not looked properly on the floor, have we? I'm just having a quick scan. What's the matter?
There's somebody stood down there. I've just heard him walking towards me. There must be...
What, a person or a ghost?
I saw it looked like a dark figure, and then I heard something shifting. And I thought, oh, maybe it's my eye. You know, with you when you're moving the camera.
Oh!
Did you hear that?
Yeah, nice and clear.
Where do you think it came from?
Between me and you.
Yeah, it's come from behind me.
That's where I've just been stood.
Turn the camera on quick, behind you. I thought I saw another figure there.
Whoa. Something's just moved back here. Like something's just banged gently one of the beer barrels.
We can't get out.
Come on, go.
We continued to investigate Greginog until first light. Unfortunately, we were unable to pick up on phenomena that would add any more weight to what we had experienced in the cellar. With this evidence in mind, what does Dr. Kieran O'Keefe make of our investigation into this most haunted of halls?
The Most Haunted team investigated Greginog Hall, but they didn't capture a ghost. However, they did capture some very, very interesting phenomena. Carl conducted a solo vigil and actually bravely got into the safe. He shut the bar door and then asked for the spirits to do something to essentially show their presence. And at some point the door closed.
What was that?
Seemingly of its own accord. Now there is the argument that it could have closed because of weight displacement or because of the nature of the safe door. However, at some point when Carl tried to exit, he couldn't actually open the door.
I cannot.
And when Yvette went down later on to try and search for him and find out where he was, realised that the door had actually been locked shut.
Can't get out.
So it was down like that, and then me and Kelly just had to lift it like that.
Now, when Carl recounts this experience, he actually says that if anybody had tried to come up to the door whilst he was in the safe, before it was closed, he would have heard them. He would have heard perhaps the squeaking of another door or even footsteps. But let's not forget, he was trying to focus on spirit activity, perhaps even within the safe. His mind or his perception wasn't focused on what was going on outside the actual safe. So there's a possibility that somebody did come close to the safe and he didn't hear them actually approaching.
This kind of ceased to become a paranormal investigation, and I'm starting to feel it's a fight for survival.
Carl's reaction to his incident, to being locked in the safe as if by unseen hands, means the message out there is, when you're investigating a haunted location, you be safe. Later on in the investigation, Carl and Yvette went along to a particular corridor, which is at one end a normal door, at the other end a fire exit door and some beer barrels. When they were there during this vigil, they heard noises. You can see from their reactions, you can see from some of the footage, that there didn't appear to be anybody else in the corridor with them. But at the end of the day, I do remain quite sceptical about this because, again, as frustrating as it is for a parapsychologist, we don't have enough footage for us to be able to say it's paranormal.
With Kieran's frustrations aside, I believe our investigation of Gregginog Hall has been a fulfilling one, if at times shocking. As I leave Gregginog, I am looking forward to where our journey into the paranormal will lead us. Until then, do sleep tight.
Well, something else to get your heart racing. Tomorrow night, Violet finally gets counselling. But can she cope with the emotional outpouring? Our brand new series of Private Practice continues here at 10. And its sister show reaches the most dramatic conclusion ever. With Derek at death's door, loads of injured medics, and the shooter still on the loose. It's the grand finale of Greys at 9. Well, next tonight, Criminal Minds.